Summer 2020, greetings and welcome to another episode of Tech Mastery. In this episode, we're going to peel back the curtain for a moment and present how some medical illustrations are created. Keep in mind, demonstrative graphics share similarities to the culinary industry. They vary. There are different recipes for making quiche Lorraine or crepe Suzette. The same thing holds true with digital demonstratives. Some technical artists use Adobe Fuse for modeling. Others prefer Blender or Make Human. Obviously, there's Autodesk and Cinema 4D, along with many other vendors, which are left out for brevity's sake. For our purposes in this video, we use 3D for Medical and Photoshop as our software of choice. The resources we used were the Atlas of Human Anatomy, 6th edition by Frank Netter, MD, along with PowerPoint slides from our orthopedic surgeon. For this case matter, our doctor provided in-person guidance during conferences to ensure we kept our anatomy and graphics accurate. We started off with the Xray of Jane Doe. She sustained a non-displaced extracapsular trochanteric hip fracture after being struck by a bus while riding her bicycle. Our task was to use the Xray of Mrs. Doe as our foundation. We were requested to create two separate graphics: an illustration demonstrating the bone fracture, presented in this video, and a second one, a post-operative illustration of Mrs. Doe's hip after orthopedic hardware was installed. We will cover that on a subsequent video. On a quick side note, the techniques used in this graphic include advanced blending modes, the pen tool, Bezier curves, airbrush, clone tool, masking layers, smart objects, opacity, hue, saturation, clipping pads. Look, we won't go into detail on each tool. That would be like watching paint dry. Good, you're with me. After reviewing the hip Xray and the femur's top fracture, we began selecting bone sections and creating mask layers. Mrs. Doe's original Xray was outlined and filled in with bone texture and cartilage. With guidance from our orthopedic doctor, we followed the fracture lines and included trabecular spongy bone tissue and hematoma. After dozens of layers, hundreds of individual moves, we received the final approval from our doctor. This demonstrative was then presented to the judge and jury through our doctor's PowerPoint presentation. And there it is. There you have it. This is just one sneak peek behind the curtain at Starry Technologies. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. For additional content from our channel, please click on the subscribe button below. I'm your host, Franz RGB. We'll catch you on the next one.